In this video, it all goes wrong at the chicane, but we get lucky and pitting lap 1. Can it work? Well, let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we're about to enter a race. And with that timestamp coming up there, or the stopwatch, should I say, you know what's coming up. Yes, folks. It's the infinity loading screen, and you're going to see my reaction to this when I realise, because, yeah, this is frustrating now. What are we into? Week 3? I was coming up to 3 weeks now at this moment in time. Crazy that it still exists, essentially. It really does still exist. So I'm just counting down the minutes here as we get ready to hopefully go into a race. That's 13 minutes. You can see me going backwards and forwards there. And I've just gone back to my desk, actually. And I'm like, woohoo! Finally, we're in! We're finally in, folks. You see my smile? I'm happy. We're getting ready to race. And, yeah, a black screen. A black screen. It's like, oh my word, what is going on here? What is going on? Anyway, we'll fast forward a bit quicker here. So you can see we're just waiting. I was actually talking to Alex there. You can see that as I kind of realised we weren't racing round here. People weren't racing round as we continued loading. And Alex said, "Oh, we all here?" I'd been going off into delivery at that point. Alex left. I was like, "Oh, okay, is it going to start now?" There's only 3 of us left. We've got Momos in here as well. The timer comes on, which ends the race that we saw in a previous video. And then, yeah, we get that template there. Yeah, so we gained 15 positions and we finished 16th. Work that one out, folks. I have no idea. Maybe we're going to get 30-player lobbies at some point. So anyway, we ended up back in the lobby screen here. And yeah, as I say, Josh, it would have been good to race you as well. But yeah, we're going to get ready with another race. So fingers crossed. I say another race because the stopwatch is still on. I'm talking to myself at this point, wondering what on earth is going on as we get ready with this loading screen. Now, I do keep asking about this, you know, give us feedback. And other people are doing this as well. I just want to know what's happening, when it's going to be fixed. You see, I just came back in again there. 16 minutes. I keep going to and fro from my computer. I'm currently looking at Amazon deals, you know, for anything interesting. So there are, by the way, the Logitech G29 is up on sale at the moment in the Amazon deals. So do check it out. But we get into the race finally, and there's 5 cars. Yeah, what do you know? But at least we're in the race. Not a black screen. Happy days. So this video is slightly different to how I anticipated it to go and how I planned it to go. So what we're going to do here is, as you can guess by hopefully the thumbnail and the title, 2 minutes into the video, finally some racing. We're going to have a look at tyre wear. Now, I did this last time. Oh, hello, goodbye. Imagine waiting 16 minutes for the screen to load and then bidding at turn 1. I do feel sorry for you, mate. But yeah, they were a goner. Momos with a penalty then. As Momos comes back on, I was thinking about sending it down the inside, but I don't do that right now on Momos. Obviously, Momos has a reputation. Does Momos still have the reputation? Well, we'll find out in this video as we look down the inside. Momos gave me space there. Fair play to Momos as we continue through this corner. And Momos going to keep this position. So this video, I've done a similar video here before when it was last this combo about different tyre strategies. I'm going to go extreme, but I want to work out exactly how extreme we can go here as Momos backed out of this. That actually scared me a little bit as Momos backed out of the move on the Porsche then as we go through the chicane there, the bus stop chicane, and into the right-hander. But we're going to see if we can have a race with Momos here as well. So this first point is to see what kind of lap time we can do on hards and how our lap time's impacted by traffic, etc. Because that gives us a good idea of what we can do strategy-wise. Because I want to show you, or at least hopefully prove, that doing the standard strategy of pitting on lap 4 or lap 5 isn't necessarily the strategy you always have to go with here. You can do different strategies. Obviously, if you're stuck in a battle and there's a long train of cars, you really want to be stuck in that train of cars until you all pit. And then when you come out the pit, you're still stuck in that train of cars. It's a big thing, you know, so avoiding the traffic is a big part of the strategy here at Watkins Glen. Now we're getting closer to Momos here as we head up towards the left then. Momos defends that very nicely indeed. Goes a bit deep though, trying to do that defense. Gonna have a good run out of this corner then as we line up Momos for an overtake. Gonna look down the inside of the French driver then. In towards left-hander we go. Momos gives me room again. Beautiful awareness there from Momos. Brilliant to see you racing clean as well. It's awesome to see. Glad to see it as we go through the right-hander. And what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to advance a lap later where we have a look at that times. That time on lap 2 where I was fighting Momos, a 1:48.2. That's the sort of lap times you expect when you're fighting people, trying to go on the inside, outside, etc. So I'm going to come in the pits on this lap. But we're going to see what kind of lap times we can do on the soft tyre, even when it runs out of tyres. Because, of course, when you come in on lap 3, it is going to run out of tyres at some point. So let's advance a bit further on then as we head towards turn 1, lap number 5 at this moment as we go through the right-hander. Momos has been in the pits then at the end of lap 4 and we've overtaken Momos then. So the undercut really strong here. That soft tyre being over 2 seconds a lap quicker at some points. It really, really, really is a critical tyre to get on as quick as you can. Oh, hello. I nearly ended up meeting a barrier there, or barrier, or defense, as we go into the right-hander. Some people are going to go, you did barrier again. Who cares? It's a bit of a meme in the racing world now, isn't it? So we're going to go on the inside of Theseus, not to be confused with Theosaurus, as we head towards the right-hander. Then we get a good run on the Porsche in towards the right. Slayers up ahead had a penalty. I'm assuming that's a pit line penalty. That's a lot of time to be lost then. But we do get ahead of the Porsche driver as we go in to the left then. And that's us up into P2 of 4 drivers. So, you know, a very intense race here. What we will do is we'll advance towards the final lap then. And you can see here we stayed ahead of Momos then. So that undercut did work. Our lap times have been slowly dropping off here. But remember, we got a 148 on lap 2. We're still not in the 148s. We'll see what it is at the end of this lap then. That front left completely gone there. Nearly understeering it into the barrier. Let's see what lap time it is. That's a 146, 147.3. So it's quicker than when we're in traffic on hard tyres. I'm like, okay, let's hopefully try this again, unless we get an infinity loading screen again. Very difficult to make videos at the moment to do. Try and support your content creators you do love, because it's just difficult. Beat the Meta's solid at the moment, I will say that. You see me cheering there, finally in the race. All competitors in the race. Happy days. We can get on with the race, and it's time to try out a very, very extreme strategy now. Can it work? That is the question. It's going to head towards turn 1 then. We're in the straight line of cars. Line astern of cars here as we go through that right-hander. Let's fast forward a little bit here. It's all going to kick off up ahead when network starts playing a part here. You see that BMW going all over the place here. The Polish driver up ahead has no idea where that driver is. As they go into the chicane, though, slight tap between the two. He sends the Polish driver off there. They come back on, slight bit of contact, nothing they could do. I was waiting for the ghost to appear. Happy days. Through I go, up into P10. And we continue on a bit further then. As we go into the right, you see up ahead, we've got a big battle of cars there, 4 cars, and another one in the wall. So I can see that Josh as we advance a bit further on then here with the fast forward button. I love this button. Just don't do it if it was click like in real life, if you've ever seen that movie. Anyway, we're going to head towards the pit lane here because there's a 6 cars up ahead, 5 cars, sorry. I can't count apparently. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go into pits. Lap 1, let's see if we can do it. Let's do the big old undercut. That's what we're going to do. And look at this. Loads of space. I can breathe. Look how much space there is. Absolutely huge. Well, we go to lap 5 then, where we just started in lap 5. And look up ahead. We've got the leaders coming out of the pits. So we gained a lot of time there. It's about 4 seconds we gained on them, which makes sense, really, with the laps we've done. You can obviously go a bit quicker. The 2 up ahead do race a lot here in terms of Danny and Slayers. So we just need to get up to speed here when we can actually get a race in. Anyway, we're going to advance down this straight then and see if we can get closer and closer. Slipstream helping us out here as we get closer and closer in towards the bus stop chicane we go. And we're in 3rd gear. Now, I will say abuse gears when you're trying this sort of strategy. Go 1 gear down. It will just help rotate the car a bit more. And we advance to lap number 7. So they pulled away a little bit here. They're in the low 43s, low to mid 43s, whatever you want to call that. With a 43.3 wide Danny there. But we have run out a front left tyre then. We're 3.8 seconds ahead of the German, which goes down on lap 9. Oh, coming towards the end of lap 9, to be fair. Down to 3 attempts. He did have a penalty as well at some point, which lost him a second. And you can see that BMW right up my trumpet here. It is. Look at that. It's nice livery on it as well, like green and black then. So they're on my inside line here. I'm not going to fight this too much. I'm going to brake early here. Let them go to go into the right-hander. Now, my goal here is just to stay with them. If I can stay with them, happy days indeed. My lap times have been dropping there. Lap 8 of 147.3. What's it going to be as we continue? Oh, hello, getting very close to the German then. But unfortunately, if you haven't noticed down in the bottom left, my left rear tyre's gone. Well, it's just gone now with that advancement here. We've got a BMW of Jammer behind me as we go into here. So I'm going to struggle with speed here. Slight tap from the rear. Now, they did pit at the end of lap 5. So their tyres are really, really much fresher than mine then. So that's the reason for the slight bump there. Nothing major. Lap 9 of 47.8. So it's still faster than the 48s. But arguably, this is working out okay. I'm not in the fights. And at the end of lap 10, with 3 tyres now gone. I've got 1 tyre left. I'm going to continue out here. What is the lap time as we head towards the line then? It is it's a slow one, a 148.8. But I still want you to consider this kind of strategy. Maybe don't pit on lap 1, lap 2 onwards. Just think about it. Even if you've got really worn tyres at the end, okay? Just think of all the battling you may end up in if you're trying to get a race win, of course. If you want the battling, then go for it. But literally, the strategy there, pit early, get out of the traffic, get the undercut done. you will save time in the long run. Yes, it was a slow lap on lap 10, but think of it, if I was in 2 laps of 48s on hard tyres, then that makes sense with that lap time. Imagine if I'm stuck on soft tyres because I'm stuck in the battling still. Those times that really reduce. It's all about avoiding the traffic, and that's why I wanted to show you that strategy. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the loading screens. I keep trying to get more feedback. When I know more, I will let you know. Then hopefully they will get it fixed sooner or later as my control decides to fall off my knee. If you did like it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content. I'm going to try and do some different content towards the end of the week because racing really a struggle at the moment. But a big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video live stream again very soon.